Jerome Powell indicated that 25 basis point increase is very likely, but left the door open for a 50-point basis increase. What does this mean for your crypto going forward? Well, let's explore the news. As always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. Powell tells U.S. Congress that yes, the Fed will raise rates. He said, you know what, 25 basis points is probably what we're going to be doing, but he is not leaving 50 off the table. Now, all of us watching know that a 50 basis point hike by the Fed would pretty much be admitting that they messed up, that they're a little bit too late to react. Now, how does this affect crypto? Well, we got to go even bigger with this story, and check this out. Bank of Canada will act aggressively to tackle inflation. Canada on Wednesday raised their rate by 25 basis points, their first rate hike since 2018. So we already have Canada raising their rates by 25 basis points and saying that they're going to continue to do so to tackle inflation. We also have the Fed saying, hey, you know what? We are going to start raising rates as well. Be ready. Now, how are investors reacting to this? Check it out. Traders scale back bets for a 50 basis point hike as soon as May. This is what we're looking at. We're looking at 25 here, 25, 25. You guys get my point. Not a 50 basis point hit right off the bat. Now, if you would like to voice your opinion on how much the Fed is going to raise rates, check it out. Go to the channel main page, go to the community tab, and you will be able to vote. So how much will the Fed rates raise this meeting in March? So far, we have 21% of people saying, nope, they're not going to raise it at all. 25 basis points is represented by 30% of you out there, and 17% are saying 50 basis points, with 32% saying 75 or 1. Wow, that would be crazy to see. So now, how do these rates actually affect you? Well, look at this. 6 ways the Fed rates impact your money. All right, so let's go over it and see. The Fed affects credit card rates. Yep, rates go up by the Fed. Credit card rates go up. They affect savings and CD rates. Yes, I get it. We're getting more money on CD savings. But what is that increase compared to inflation? Not really much, is it? Fed's influence over mortgages, we got to be honest here. We know mortgage rates are going to jack up. Why? Because it's tied closer to the 10-year, and we know what's happening with the 10-year right now. The Fed also impacts home equity lines of credit. Yes, if you are a HELOC person, you are going to see an increase, especially with variable rate situations. Auto loan rates. Yep, the Fed affects auto loan rates. So as the Fed raises rates, you will start seeing loans for cars go higher and higher and higher, and obviously impact your investment returns. Specifically, let's talk about how this is going to affect crypto. It's important to note that there have been a bunch of bearish factors out there in relation to crypto. So interest rates can drive up the price of car loans, right? Home equity line of credit, a lot of free capital that's floating around the market. Now remember, inflation. Why is the Fed increasing rates? To combat inflation. We all know that means we're spending more at the pump, we're spending more for food, for everyday cost of living stuff is just going through the roof. That means less money in your pocket. So now what we need to do though is we need to zoom out and we need to take a look at the market as a whole. What I want to show everyone is this. I have right now Stellar up on the 5-year. The Feds have not raised rates since 2018. And you could see during that time, all sorts of different price action has happened. Everything from skyrocketing it up to crashing on back down, skyrocketing back up, on the way back down again. So as you can see, Fed rates directly haven't moved the market into one-to-one correlation, but the lack of free capital floating around, free fiat floating around, which was printed over these last few years, is definitely going to impact the market. And how can we see that going forward? Look at the volume on the bottom here. Look at when fiat was being dumped in the market, how you could just see volume going crazy. These volume bars are 1-week segments at a time. We're looking at everything from 23.1 billion in a week to 28 billion in a week to sometimes even 30 billion traded in a week. Now, if you go to current times, look at now, 2.47 billion in a week. 1.2 billion, 2.8 billion. So way, way less volume as that fiat has started to dry up. So now as the Feds start raising the rates higher and higher and higher, all of that printed fiat is going to start getting soaked up by interest rate hikes. People's credit cards are starting to go up. If you're going to be looking to purchase a car in the future, your loan rates are going to be higher. For those of us that are talking about inflation in food, right? Those rates keep going up and up, taking less money out of our pockets to buy crypto. So you can see there's really no direct one-to-one correlation that every time the Fed raises rates, X is going to happen to crypto. But with so many global events going on right now, there is extreme price suppression going on, and you could see it reflecting very heavily in the volume here. Let's go big screen, Klaus, and just tie this all in. So March 15th and 16th, the Fed will be meeting and they will be raising interest rates. Whether it's a quarter or 50 basis points, that is going to be the tip of the hat that we need to see how the crypto markets react. I will be glued to the pricing. I swear 3 days beforehand, I will start looking to see if there's any nods out there, to see if anyone is giving us any sort of signs of what is about to come. But remember, March 15th and 16th is when crypto rates increase. But March 15th and But remember, March 15th and 16th is when the Fed is going to be meeting and they will be announcing what their rate hikes are, and they will also be showing what the other members of the committee think as well. So stay tuned. I can't even do the video. The doggies are bugging me. So stay tuned and I will be sure to update you as events happen. All right, everyone, take care.